Hello everybody, it's me, your English teacher Sunita Maharjan. Welcome to my class. Today I am trying to describe you the very basic English grammar rules, and that is rules of tense, and also form new sentence very easily and quickly. Let's learn something about tense. Tense is a word that tells us about the time of an action and whether the action is completed or not. So, it can be said that tense is the time described by a verb. Generally, tense is something that expresses the time at which the action described by the verb takes place. That's why we can say tense is time. Here is one sentence: she goes to school every day. This sentence is an example of the simple tense. It tells us when the action took place. Basically, there are three types of the simple tense: present tense, past tense, and future tense. Each tense has 4 types. So altogether we have 12 tenses. They are as follows. So it is shown in a chart. Let's see. Simple past tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense, past perfect continuous tense, simple present, present continuous, present perfect continuous, simple future, future continuous, future perfect, and future perfect continuous tense. Among them, we are going to learn thoroughly about simple present tense and present continuous tense today. Let's move forward to simple present tense. So simple present tense is one of the type of the present tense in English. It is used to describe habits, unchanging situations, general truths, and fixed arrangements. So simple present tense is the tense which tells us the thing that happened continuously in present, like every day, every week, or every month. So this is the tense which we use to describe habits, unchanging situations, general truths, and fixed arrangements. So we can form simple present tense by adding s or es to the base form of the verb for third person singular. That means he, she, it, and other singular nouns like Rita, Ram, cat, child, etc. The simple present tense of some verbs like go, pass, wish, watch, fly, etc. is formed by adding es or ies to the base form of the verb for third person singular noun. So third person singular noun means you can see it in the chart. He, she, it, they are third person singular noun which takes s or es in the verb. For example, I play football. Another example, he plays football. Now let's look how to form the simple present tense. It is formed by using subject and base form of the verb. Its structure is subject plus base form of the verb plus object. If subject is singular, then verb takes s or es, whereas plural subject do not take s or es. Let me clear you with some examples. Child plays, children plays. She completes her work, they complete their work. Cat kills a rat, cats kill a rat. Now we are in the negative sentence in simple present. Before going negative sentence, I want to say why some of the verbs have s or es with them. Well, whenever you have he, she, it as a subject in the present tense, the following verb takes s or es. Okay, now let's move to negative form. It's time to learn about negative form. We need to take help of auxiliary verb in negative form. Okay, auxiliary verb means helping verb. And add not to them. In subjects like he, she, it, you need to use does not. And subjects like I, we, they, you need to use do not. I hope you have understand about do not and does not. Okay. The subjects like he, she, it takes does not and the subjects like I, we, they, you, take, do not. For example, I do not go to school, we do not go to school, they do not go to school, you do not go to school. He does not go to school, she does not go to school, Ram does not go to school, Syam does not go to school. So let's have look in the sentence, affirmative sentence, which are changed into negative. I play football. How to change this into negative? Add do not. I do not play football. We play football. We do not play football. They play football. They do not play football. You play football. You do not play football. He plays football. He does not play football. In the same way, we have interrogative form, question form. In interrogative form also, we are going to learn yes, no question form in simple present tense. So how to form interrogative form in simple present tense? By keeping do or does in the front. For example, do I write a poem? Do you write a poem? Do they write a poem? Does he write a poem? Does she write a poem? So we have examples where affirmative sentences are changed into yes, no question. I play football. So how to change this sentence into yes, no question? So put do in the front. Do I play football? They play football. Do they play football? You play football. Do you play football? They play football. Do they play football? She plays football. Does she play football? He plays football. Does he play football? Do not forget to keep question mark at last. Now, we will see uses of present simple. In English, we use present simple a lot, and we use it to talk about a lot of different things in different ways. Generally, we use it to express our habitual actions and things which we do regularly. Let me clear you with some examples. First one, it is used to express our habitual actions. So if you need to talk about habits of some person, then we use simple present tense. For example, I drink tea every morning. My father takes a walk every evening. Similarly, it is also used to express general truths. General truths means fact which can be never changed. For example, the sun rises in the east. Honey is sweet. Number 3, it is used to express a future events that is a part of fixed timetable or fixed program. We use simple present tense to talk about future events, schedules which are fixed. We do not say the match will start at 9 o'clock. We say the match starts at 9 o'clock. The train leaves at 5:20. Last one, it is used for the verbs related to belief, emotion and perception. It is used to express feelings, emotions or perceptions. For example, I believe in staying fit. I love eating rice. It rains. Now we are in the second topic of our chapter, present continuous tense. The present continuous tense is the tense which indicates the action or condition which is happening now frequently and may or may not continue in the future. So present continuous tense is used to talk about the actions that are happening at the current moment. It is used to refer an action that are continuing in the present. So it expresses something happening right now. It is formed with helping verb is, am, are and present participle form ing form of main verb. Now let's take a look at its structure. Subject plus is MR plus verb ing plus object. For example, child is playing, children are playing. Let's have a look at its negative form. You just have to add not behind helping verb is, am, are. For example, I am not playing football. We are not playing football. They are not playing football. You are not playing football. He is not playing football. She is not playing football. It is not playing football. We have more examples where affirmative sentences are changed into negative. I am writing a poem. So how to change it into negative? Just add not behind auxiliary verb am. I am not writing a poem. You are writing. We are writing a poem. We are not writing a poem. You are writing a poem. You are not writing a poem. She is writing a poem. She is not writing a poem. He is writing a poem. He is not writing a poem. In the same way, we need to know about interrogative form of present continuous tense. Yes, no question of present continuous tense. So how to form yes, no question of present continuous tense? We need to bring auxiliary verb is, am, are in the front. Subject follows auxiliary verb in yes, no question form. For example, am I writing a poem? Are you writing a poem? Is she writing a poem? We have more examples where affirmative sentences are changed into yes, no question. Okay, so I am writing a poem. So how to make interrogative form, yes, no question form? Bring auxiliary verb am in the front. Am I writing a poem? We are writing a poem. Are you writing a poem? You are writing a poem. Are you writing a poem? She is writing a poem. Is she writing a poem? He is writing a poem. Is he writing a poem? So here you need to keep question mark at last. Now we are in the last topic of our class. Uses of present continuous tense. So what are the uses of present continuous tense? So we have 3 uses of present continuous tense. They are to show the actions that are happening at the moment. So if you need to show the actions which are happening at the moment, then we need to use present continuous tense. For example, it is raining now. It is sunny now. I am teaching you now. Ramesh is now boarding a train. Number 2, we use present continuous tense for the long actions that are happening at the present and that may discontinue in the future. For example, Ramesh is currently writing a story based on mythology. He is doing a lot of research on the subject. So here the actions like writing a story, doing a lot for the research, these are longer actions which may take many days. So in these actions also we need to use present continuous tense. Number 3, for the future events that are part of an arrangement or plans. So we use present continuous tense for showing the future events that are the part of arrangements that are already planned. For examples, Harris is arriving tonight by the 9 p.m. train. This is already planned. Sonal is having a party this weekend. So this is also the part of the future event which is already planned, arranged. So in this way we came to the end of our class. We have some exercise which you need to do as indicated in the bracket. Thank you.